Hi, it's Ted Lee again, and we're in the Homeowners Information Center. In this section of the website, you can read about the different types of short sales. Half of short sales are really non-negotiable short sales that are based on the government's short sale scheme of a rigid set of rules and actually monetary incentives primarily for the banks to process short sales. And non-HOFA short sales are actually negotiated short sales. In this section, we explain why we only process, negotiate, and close non-HOFA negotiated short sales for a variety of seller situations. So let's take a look at our timeline for the non-HOFA negotiated short sales. In the first 3 to 7 days, we're in position to submit a complete short sale package with a cash offer from our investment company to your lender. Now, this is particularly important when we need to stop a pending foreclosure sale. I might point out with HOFA, it's really not set up to stop a foreclosure. In fact, Fannie Mae doesn't even allow a HOFA short sale to be processed if a foreclosure sale date is within 60 days of the request for a short sale. So non-HOFA is really the way to go for a number of reasons, but one of them is the fact that it's the best way to stop a foreclosure so a short sale can be considered. Now, over the course of the next 45 to 60 days, depending on certain factors like the number of lenders or lien holders or judgments, we've secured negotiated approval letters from all the lien holders. And in the course of the next 30 to 45 days, we've closed the approved short sale. The entire process typically takes between 75 and 120 days. All right, let's take a look at the short sale outcomes. Now, on the left-hand side, I've got some outcomes where the seller, the homeowner, had insufficient income to make their mortgage payments. And on the right, I have a scenario where the seller had income and assets, but they needed to short sale a property with negative equity. So let's look at the left. In these situations, on a negotiated non-HOFA short sale, there's no requirement that you make any mortgage payments throughout the entire short sale process. You're not going to be faced with any closing cost. The lenders and lien holders are going to release their liens to allow the property to be sold. The approval letter is typically going to state paid in full. There's no promissory note, and there's no deficiency judgment. Sometimes they're going to just release the lien and just remain silent on the whole issue of deficiency judgment, but lenders are not pursuing homeowners when there's really no assets or income to go after. In the case where the homeowner has income and assets, again, there's no requirement throughout the short sale process that any mortgage payments are made. The liens are released to allow the sale. Most of the time, there's still going to be no closing cost. Occasionally, there may be a tax bill that the lender will not pay as part of the settlement. So I wrote down 90% of the time, but almost all the time, there's still no closing costs. But occasionally, the lender or the mortgage insurer is going to make a request that the homeowner pay a promissory note in consideration for the short sale. Now, as you can see in our summaries of recent short sale closings, we had a scenario exactly like this. The seller had actually very good income, not really that much savings, but very good income, and the mortgage insurer made a request for a $40,000 promissory note. And you can read in that summary where we were successful at convincing the mortgage insurer to drop the request at no cost to the homeowner. So we hope we can do that every time, no matter what the scenario is. But But sometimes we're just going to be in position to improve on the terms to have a better outcome than the homeowner might have had otherwise. So we're not going to guarantee it will always happen, but it's part of our negotiation, either early on in the process or at the end, where we may be dealing with negotiating the whole issue of a promissory note. Sometimes this comes up where there's a second lender, particularly a home equity loan, and where they might have recourse, and they'll release their lien. If they don't ask the homeowner to sign a promissory note, they just release the lien, and they kind of act like a unsecured creditor, kind of like a credit card creditor, and they may sell off the note to a collection agency, or they may do nothing. But their options are reserved to pursue the homeowner for the difference if they want to. Okay, let's take a look at our success with negotiated short sales. Over the last 6 months, we've closed 100% of the short sales that we started, and we're committed to closing every short sale that we start. We anticipate that we're going to close close to 100%, but remember, we do short sales for a variety of seller situations. And so because we're taking on short sales where some homeowners have income and they're not facing imminent default, our success rate may not always be at 100%, but we're going to strive to maintain our success rate as close as we can to 100%. All right, now there's a great deal of information on this website. I suggest you take a look at our summaries of recent short sale closings because you can learn a lot from those case studies. I think you should take a look at the information we have in the What We Do section of the website. But as soon as you're ready to get started, please contact us by just clicking on the Contact Us tab and filling out your contact information, and we'll get back to you within 24 hours. And I look forward to getting started with you.